resources, major resources are land, air and water. So we are discussing about air. Now next comes water, that is rain. So how rain is formed? So what are the patterns of rain? Now we will know about it. So air with high content of water vapor goes from the region of high pressure to low pressure. So I told you regions of high pressure, low pressure. Moving of rain from land to water body or water bodies to land, heated air. So air with high content of water vapor, that is high content of evaporated water, goes from region of high pressure to low pressure. Then when water bodies are heated, water evaporates or goes into the air. That is the basic common sense everybody knows. Water bodies are heated due to radiations. Then water evaporates and goes into the air. So this water, some of the water goes into the atmosphere. So while they going into the air at total space, total doesn't evaporate into the some amount of water vapor mixes into the atmosphere. So when water bodies are heated, water evaporates or goes into the air. When the water evaporates or goes into the air, some amount goes into the sky and some amount mixes in the atmospheric air. So some amount of water gets into the atmosphere. Then hot air rises up. So due to radiations again, hot air rises up carrying water vapor. Then when water vapor is being risen up along with the hot air, as the air goes up, it expands and cools. So as the hot air goes up, it expands, and as you go up the temperature decreases, right? As the altitude increases, temperatures decrease. So that is the reason when hot air rises up carrying water vapor, it expands and cools down. The process is called condensation. So this condensation results in tiny droplets of water forming. So let's start again. Water bodies getting heated up due to the presence of radiation. This creates water vapor. So the water bodies, when they are heated up, the water is turned into in the form of water vapor or steam and goes into the air. While going into the sky, some of the water vapor directly goes into the sky and some of the water vapor mixes into the air or atmosphere. Then hot air rises up carrying water vapor. So this air which is carrying water vapor goes up into the sky. While going up into the sky, it expands and cools down, because as you go up, as the altitude increases, temperature decreases. That is the reason it expands and cools. So in this process of condensation, the water vapor will finally convert into tiny droplets of water in the sky and it goes and mixes with the clouds. So when these tiny droplets of water undergo condensation again, this will form big droplets of water. So when these big droplets of water are cooled down, they come down in the form of rain. So this is the method how which rain forms. When water bodies are heated up, water evaporates or goes into the air. So this water vapor, some of the water goes into the atmosphere, the process of going into the sky. So when hot air is rising up carrying water vapor, it expands and cools down because the temperature decreases as you go up, it gets colder. So in this process of condensation, this water vapor will be converting into tiny droplets or tiny drops of water. So these tiny droplets of water further they undergo condensation, and as it cools down, it forms big droplets of water. These big droplets of water cool down and come back to the surface of the earth in the form of rain. So this is due to high temperatures. So if the temperatures are low, this is due to heated air. So if the temperatures are low, then precipitation occurs and snowfall or hail occurs. In some parts of the world, the temperatures are low, very low, extremely into the minus degrees. In that regions, the water droplets which come down on the earth due to the presence of extremely low temperatures, these water will convert in the form of snow or hail. So the rainfall is always dependent on the pattern of the wind. The amount of rainfall always depends on the pattern of the wind. So in India, the monsoons or the rainfalls always start from southwest or northeast monsoons. So in all the news channels we see, right, they give us the weather report after the news, and there are many apps also in our smartphones. We use like AccuWeather, Yahoo Weather, and there are many more. So these apps help us to know the temperature. Many of us might have installed those apps in your mobile, right, to check the temperature outside. Suppose if you are planning to go on a picnic or anything, you always check the temperature in the phone before going, that it is going to be heater or it is going to be rain today or it is going to be a sunny day, like that. So southwest or northeast monsoons cause rains in India. Southwest or northeast East monsoons cause rain in India. Sometimes you also listen in the news like there is depression in the Bay of Bengal leading to the rains and all that. So the presence or the prevailing direction of the winds determines the rainfall pattern. The wind pattern determines the rainfall pattern. So the weather apps and all these tell you the rainfall prediction. So let's move to the next topic, that is water. So next, coming to water. Water is known as the wonder liquid. Why? Because water is necessary for all the organisms to survive. Human beings, plants and animals, microorganisms, everybody need water to survive. And then 75% of the earth is water, as we read earlier. It is hydrosphere zone. So water is present inside the underground and everywhere. Then water exists in the form of many forms. Water exists on the earth, like water vapor. Then fresh water is usually frozen in the ice caps or glaciers. Then underground water is there, then rivers are there, lakes are there, and seas and oceans are there, ponds are there. Seas and oceans are usually salt water, that is marine water is usually salty. The remaining forms are always fresh water. What happens if there is water shortage? Nowadays we see lot of drinking water shortage around us, because there is very less amount of drinking water available in this total percentage of water. Only 1 or 2% is the drinking water, and in this 1 or 2% also some amount of water is frozen. So if there is water supply, the people have to go to many places far away in search of water. They have to buy water in the form of water tankers, or the government water tankers or the private water tankers. So if there is shortage of water, the survival of the organisms should be very difficult. We need water for our daily purposes like bathing, washing clothes, washing utensils, drinking and many other purposes. So water is basically a wonder liquid. We cannot survive without water. So all the organisms need water. And cell-to-cell reactions in the bodies of these organisms, cellular reactions, all these occur in a water-based medium. Then transportation of substances in the body, the transportation of food, hormones and everything occurs in the water-based medium. So everybody needs water. Cellular reactions, transportations of substances in the body need water. Our body is also made up of water. 70% of our body is made up of water. Then all the terrestrial life forms need water. All the organisms living in the fresh water or sea water, like sea animals, fishes, whales, everything, sea plants, everybody needs water. Then availability of water is determined by two factors. So if there is loss of availability in the water, then the number of species able to survive in the area will be more. Suppose take an example of a pond. Suppose there is adequate water in the pond, so all the plants around that pond will be growing properly. There will be lot of fresh air. A lot of animals will be grazing around. They will be drinking water from that pond. All this happens in the rainy season. But when this summer, the water evaporates and converts into water vapor. Then there will be no water at all. At that time, the number of species of flora and fauna, that is plants and animals living in this area, will decrease because the presence of no water. Either they may die or they may migrate to some other place. So the availability of water determines the number of species able to survive in that area. So, and then the availability of water also determines the diversity of life. Diversity of life is variety of organisms living in a particular area. If there is water, there will be lot of diversity of life. If there is no water, then eventually many organisms may die. Then temperature, sustainability of life and the nature of the soil also depends on the availability of water. If there are high temperatures, the availability of water will be less. If there are extremely low temperatures, the water will be converted into snow or ice. Then coming to the water pollution. You know, all the water around us nowadays is getting polluted. Our elders tell us that in their childhood the water was pure, but now the quality of water is being decreased day by day. So, what are the factors that come into role in this water pollution? Addition of undesirable substances into water. Nowadays, people are adding many bad substances into the water. Like, if suppose in a crop, in an agricultural field, the farmer is adding fertilizer or pesticides, then they mix up into the water also. Because when the plants are irrigated, some amount of fertilizer or pesticides will get mixed up into the water. This causes water pollution. Then sewage, that is waste from the houses or factories, gets mixed up in the water. Sometimes waste of factories will be thrown into the water. That time it causes water pollution. So fertilizers, pesticides, then mercury from the paper industries producing paper, they dispose lot of mercury into the water. Then this causes water pollution. Then sometimes disease causing bacteria enter into the water, like disease causing cholera. Cholera is caused by some type of bacteria. So because of water pollution, there will be bacteria also in the water. So it will be not be good for consumption. We cannot use it for drinking water purpose. So the next is removal of desirable substances from water. Water contains oxygen, right? But due to this pollution, the adequate amount of oxygen is not available to the water. The dissolved amount of oxygen is decreasing in the water. So if there is no dissolved oxygen in the water, then the terrestrial life cannot survive. The animals and the plants living in the fresh water or sea water cannot survive because of pollution in the water. Due to the pollution, the amount of desirable substance like the dissolved oxygen will decrease. Then changes in the temperature. If there is changes in the temperature, then also water will get affected. Suppose from dams, water will flow into reservoir. So the water in the dams is usually of higher temperature. Then the water is going to the reservoir, and the reservoir water is cooler in temperature. So this hot water going and entering into the cool water will also affect the water. Then if water is affecting, if there is change in the temperatures of sea water, then the animals or the plants which are breeding, laying eggs or laying directly giving birth to the young ones, their eggs and larvae will also get affected due to temperature change. They may even die because of the temperature change of the water. So the water affects balance between various organisms. The water pollution affects balance between various organisms which are established in their system. They are adapted to live only in the water. So if there are changes in the water, if there is temperature change or any other change, their life system will be disturbed. So let's move to the next topic, air pollution.